I've been to Puerto Escondido, Oaxaca many times. I've lived in Oaxaca now for about 7 years total time. I've been in Mexico now for about 14 years total time. The first time I came to Puerto Escondido, it was in 2007. I was hitchhiking from Zihuatanejo to Guatemala. And I didn't even have any shoes. I didn't have any flip-flops or nothing. I was free. I had a passport, a couple of changes of clothes, and some books. And a yoga mat and a serape. That's it. It was great. When I came here, Puerto Escondido was a great place. If you see from the first video about Alejandro Murat and the hotel, there's two hotels actually. There's a second one over by the Adoquin. And that hotel is also being built and it stopped construction. And let me explain to you why. In the first video, I started to explain all of the details. And I'm going to finish explaining it now. It's a terrible situation in Puerto Escondido, Oaxaca. There's a candidate running for mayor of Puerto Escondido who was against the hotels being built. And he was against Harp-Helu, and he was against Alejandro Murat. And they killed him. He was just killed recently, shot dead. There was never a forensic investigation ever done. If anybody knows anything about corruption in Mexico, you know that when the forensic investigation isn't done, that's because they already know who did it. They already know, for instance, that was probably the military. And if it was the military, that means it was Murat and Harp-Helu. And why? Because, see, each gun has a serial number. So they could track that gun to a soldier. But instead of doing any forensics at all, they didn't do any. Why? Because they didn't want to have to track those serial numbers back to the government. What makes this situation really bad is that Alejandro Murat tried to build these hotels not even with his own money. I mean, that would almost be okay. Build the shit with your own money. But he actually stole from the public treasury here in Puerto and made the people of Puerto Escondido from their own public funds fork over millions of dollars for these hotels that never got finished. Why didn't they get finished? Like I said in the first video. Workers were dying because there were substandard working conditions being provided to them. Unsafe working conditions. Then people tried to protest. They gathered seriously 30,000 signatures to take to Oaxaca City. They gathered them and they got in a minivan, the people who were presenting the petition, and they drove up to Oaxaca City in the minivan with their 30,000 signatures. And somehow on the way, the minivan crashed and everybody died. And all of the 30,000 signatures were lost in a terrible fireball of flames. But to make it worse, the local candidate to be mayor, this guy named Braulio, was shot dead. Okay? But so much controversy and all those millions of dollars wasted. Because why? Because now those hotels can never be built. So Alejandro Murat just wasted everybody's money and time and killed a bunch of people too because he's evil. He's a murderer, basically, as far as I'm concerned. And if Mexico thinks they want to kick me out because I'm talking about Alejandro Murat and Harp-Helu and their corrupt system that allows them to steal from the people, then go ahead, kick me out. I give a crap. Go ahead and try. I got kids here. And I have every right to talk about this situation because it affects me personally. Because Alejandro Murat conspired against me to keep my kids from me in Oaxaca. And commit sex crimes in Oaxaca against my children. So go ahead and try. I'd like to see you try. I already had a corrupt judge here try and kill me with her car. She tried to run me over with her car. And I've already made 3 judges leave their office. I've made an attorney general, an assistant attorney general for the state of Oaxaca quit her job, and a ministerial policewoman quit her job, among other people. And in the search for truth, honesty, and justice, I'll probably get rid of a couple more people on the way. And I don't care if I die. I don't care if somebody tries to come and kill me. They already tried. So let them try again. Let them come find me. I'm serving it up all day long. So let's get back to Alejandro Murat and his stupid hotels that are never going to get finished. They'll get finished maybe, but only after he's dead maybe. If I were Alejandro Murat, I would be quitting my job right now. In fact, this situation in Puerto Escondido is exactly the reason why Alejandro Murat should not have given the eulogy for Francisco Toledo. Because Francisco Toledo, I used to hang out with Francisco Toledo. I'm going to tell this one in Spanish next. And Francisco Toledo told me he hates those kind of people. So why would that guy go give the eulogy for Francisco Toledo? That's pretty screwed up. This is the second video about the corruption in Puerto Escondido that stole millions of dollars from the people of Puerto and killed their political candidates and killed innocent people just because of greed and corruption by the Murat family and the Harp-Helu family.